Hi class 7, welcome back to your value education class, and today I will be teaching you the last chapter of your this term syllabus. Okay, so today we are going to start with a topic called honesty. Now we are every time talking about a particular topic related to values in our life. So these are the topics which we have learned till date are not like question and answers done and then in the next class I don't need to remember. Not that. It is something will follow you throughout your life. You cannot live without all these. You call it as emotion, feelings, gesture, values in your life. You need this to run a smooth life, to know how the circumstances are in our life. We all need these uh, values in our life, be it integrity, be it responsible, be it act of honesty, be it uh, speaking truth, be it jealousy, happiness, right? So, or maybe playing fair, we have done, no? So, these are the topics, are somewhere related to each other. Courage. Now, when I talk about this topic, honesty, what comes in our mind? Once you heard, like ma'am is going to teach, okay, honesty, what strikes in your mind? When can you be honest? How can you lead your life with the help of this quality? If I ask you these two questions, what would be your answer? Please do write to me. I need to know. Before I teach my questions, when you get to know, you have to write to me. Okay, before going through the chapter, as soon as you understand, means hear these two questions which I said just now. So you need to write to me. Then I will understand what's there in your mind. Now, if I say I trust you, I truly trust you, what does this mean? Why I'm talking about trust? Why it is related with honesty? Is it at all related with honesty? If yes, why so? And how? See, if I trust somebody, there is a particular reason why I trust that person. When I talk about my family, my home, if I am having brother, sister, mother, father, I have learned to trust them, right? Gradually, slowly, staying with them, knowing them in my life, throughout my life, I have learned to trust them. Why? Because I have always felt that emotion which is very strongly attached to them. And I found that they are always someone trustworthy, because it has never happened that uh, I got misbehavior from their end, or I am put in such a situation where I am pulled down, right? So I could trust my family because I got that support. And because I got that support, I became honest to them. You will see, you cannot lie to whom you love, right? So, love, care, trust, all jumbled up together to make a person have this quality called honesty. When you love a teacher from the bottom of your heart and you say that she or he is my favorite teacher, then you will often notice, just rewind yourself and go to class 1 and think, from class 1 onwards, or maybe from UKG onwards, in your life somebody is there, some one of the teacher is there who is very favorite, right? And you can share anything and everything with that person. You know why? Because you accepted that person in your life uh, wholly. And because of that, you show all your positive gesture towards that person. You be honest. You trust that person. You love that person. You think of that person. You care for that person. So you became honest to that person. So when honesty comes, automatically it cannot come. Automatically I cannot be honest. When it comes, when I gain that trust, right? When somebody can gain that trust from me and I can also gain that, right? So now when I ask this question, I trust you, you have understood why I say this to you, because it is related with honesty. So without fear, if anything is there, you need to speak up. Being child, you have to keep fear aside and you need to speak up the truth, because truth always triumphs. And when you speak up truth, you become honest to someone else. Because of your honesty, because of your this nature, you gain someone's trust. You know, though there are situations where it is hard to accept the truth, because truth can be unpleasant, right? Lie cannot be unpleasant, because we always want to hear something that suits us, even if it is a lie. But truth is a truth. So truth cannot be lie, right? So it can be unpleasant. So even if you speak that and that person uh, trusts you, gives you importance, that means you are able to express your nature or your act of honesty. So if someone is honest, what we should do? We need to praise. We need to praise acts of honesty, praise acts of uh, as a praise this honesty act as a powerful motivator, right? So what we need to do is we need to show faith in someone else, right? We need to show that thing, that I have trust in you, I believe you, uh, I know you well. So you know, for children, uh, if I talk about children, your mentality, then nothing spurs children onto positive behavior as much as knowing that those they look up to have faith in them. They only have this thing in mind. When they gain this thing, this confidence in someone, they become honest to that person. They start speaking the truth. So before I start the chapter, if I say or if I question you, which actions define an honest person? Can you name? Why it is important to be honest? Yeah, why it is important? That is also another point. Is it at all important? Why it is important? How should one deal with dishonesty? If someone is dishonest, or you understand that this person is being dishonest to you, how you are going to deal the situation? How is honesty related to character? Is it related with character? How? Would you trust someone if you knew that he or she is not honest? It is very, very, very tough, I know, to someone trust once again who has already betrayed. How would others view you if you were dishonest? So, if this comes to you, how will others treat you? See, honesty means not lying, cheating, or stealing, right? Honesty wins others' respect. A dishonest person finds it difficult to face others as well as himself or herself, because his own conscience will hurt him. An honest person never has to feel sorry about the decisions he or she makes, because he and or she is being honest to the fact. This has happened, I am sharing this, so I don't need to be sorry for my did, right? Honesty is a sign of good character. If you are honest, then only you will speak the truth, then only you will justify yourself properly, and you will stand for truth no matter what happens, right? You will play a fair game, right? So, this is, of course, a character, because this will judge you as a human being. So, it's a good symbol of a person. In the long run, honesty always pays. If you are honest, it will always come back to you. It will give you good reward. Okay. So, the chapter says the right choice. Let us see what the chapter says. It is about whom? Kiran. Okay, Kiran, are you ready? Called Kiran's mother. Okay, Kiran, are you ready? Calls Kiran's mother. It's time to leave. On any other day, Kiran would have taken it easy, but today was not any other day. The events of this day could influence his future and that of his mother and sister. So, if it had it been some other day, he would have taken it lightly, but today he has not taken because it's something special. So, Mama is knocking. Is he ready or not? They need to leave. 11 years old, when Kiran was just 5, his father had died in an accident. Since then, his mother had been struggling to keep Kiran and his sister at St. Andrew's, an excellent school. She had been about to admit, okay, she had been about to admit uh, them elsewhere because she could not afford the fees. Here she means mama could not afford the fees, right? So she had been about to admit them elsewhere, about to do so. When Kiran's sports teacher noticed that the boy's extraordinary skill with the ball, then this what happened? Sports teacher, Kiran's sports teacher noticed that he is having some extraordinary skill. He persuaded Kiran's mother to let the child continue at St. Andrews and encouraged Kiran to take up football. So he pursued, okay, and he moved on in the same school and encouraged the child also to take up football. As Kiran began to show even greater promise, a coach was appointed to train him. Okay. Earlier that year, Kiran's record-breaking 6 goals at an inter-school championship had earned him a place at the city's premier football club where he was its youngest player. So this is his life. Today was the inter-club final. So now the time has come for inter-club final between the age-old rivals and their name is the Super Knights, okay, Kiran's team and the Daredevils. So 2 teams, right? For Kiran and his family, this was more than just a game. If Kiran helped the Super Knights win, he would get a scholarship to finish his studies and also chance to play at the state level. So how much it was important, just imagine. Kiran picked up his bag and hurried to the stadium. His team was already there. The coach made the players meditate for a while before putting them through some warm-up exercises. As the clock struck 10:30, the 2 teams walked onto the field. Kiran had never played in front of such a huge crowd. It's going to be a tough fight. Will young Kiran be able to turn the game in favor of his team this time too? Said the commentator. Okay, so there was a lot of expectation from Kiran. The match began soon after. As the commentator had remarked, it was an even contest. Half time, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 52 minutes. So in this way, the game is going on. Goal, shouted the crowd and the commentator together. The Daredevils had scored. Okay. The captain of the Super Knights shouted instructions to his team. They had just 2 minutes in which to save the match. The captain managed to dribble the ball away from the opponents and ran towards the Knights' goal post. The ball went from the captain to Karan, Karan to Harpreet to Saif. Saif kicked the ball high towards Kiran. Okay, Kiran jumped high and with a powerful header with the head, put the ball deep into the net. Just imagine the situation. And the goal was done. 1-1, the scores are equal. Seems like the match is going into extra time. The commentator shouted excitedly. The referee picked up his whistle when Kiran walked up to him and said something. To everyone's shock, the referee indicated that Kiran had used his hand to direct the ball. Okay? The goal was not a goal. The Daredevils had won 1-0. So Kiran's teammate surrounded him. The referee didn't see you use your hand. We could have drawn the match. Why did you have to confess? Asked the captain. Now, captain was quite upset. But Kiran, what he did, he went up to the referee and confessed that I have just touched the ball with my hand. I raised up. So it's not there in the rule. If I hadn't done so, I could not have lived with myself, answered Kiran and slowly walked away. So that consciousness he was having, that thing was striking in his mind that if I don't speak the truth, I cannot live with myself, with my own being. I am proud of you, Kiran, his mother said, smiling through her tears as Kiran walked home with her and his sister. You did the right thing. I'm sure we will find a way for you to continue your studies. That's so nice, no? It's so like something very touchy. So you always need to confess what you have done, even if people is unaware, to find out whether you have done it or not. Be honest. That's why we say play fair game when you are into the field, right? Because it's a game. You need to play properly, not rivalry, right? As they reached the front door, Kiran found a note addressed to him. He read it out loudly. What is there? Some may call you a fool, but no one can deny that you are a fine sportsman. And that he was having that sportsman spirit. More importantly, a person of character. So he was having such good character. Your scholarship and letter of admission to the Super Knights elite trainers wing will be waiting for you tomorrow morning at my office. Best wishes, Sanjeev Salunke, President Super Knights. Just imagine. So from the president, this note has come to him that he's been given scholarship because of his honesty. So he was having that sportsman spirit. So that is more important, children. We need to keep in mind wherever we go. This is a sign of good character. Being honest means not lying, cheating, or stealing. So honesty actually always pays. Okay, so it can win over someone's heart. So here we come to the end of the chapter. Hope it is clear. Let's begin the question answers. 1 to 6 you will write in the copy, rest in the book. Is it important to you that your friends are honest? Why? Of course it is important, because you also want to mingle up with someone who is honest and good in nature. Can somebody's lying, cheating, or stealing spoil a relationship? Of course. If not today, later. Has this ever happened to you? This you need to write. Have you ever lied because you didn't want to hurt someone's feelings? So you need to write, you need to find out, did you do so? Do you think that's being dishonest? Here I would tell, like, if you can save someone by saying a lie, that is not dishonesty. But of course we need to keep in mind that we are always into such uh, surrounding that situations may diverse, so we need to be concrete in what we say. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. How is this true in the case of honesty? Being honest isn't easy. Do you agree? Why? Of course, I agree. Being honest is not that easy, dear. Because if you are honest, you have to face a lot of difficulties on your way. You have to see whether uh, things are in the proper place or not. Your relationship with someone, as a friend, as daughter, as son, you need to check all these criterias, all these degrees, and then only, uh, even if you stick to honesty, then you are a as a person, you are a great person. Do you consider yourself an honest person? Why? Give reason. Do you think honesty is the best policy? Yeah, there is a quote. So why do you think? Give reason. Which form of dishonesty do you dislike the most? Why? How should it be dealt with? You have to write this, okay? Now find out this. In each of the following situations, decide whether the central character has been honest or dishonest. Also write what you would have done if you were in that person's place. Bilal finds a 50 rupee note in the park. He asks everyone around, but all of them say that it's not theirs. He gives it to a beggar. Bilal has been what? What I would have done. This situation has come in my life also. So maybe you have also got this situation. Find out. Tapan sees a mobile phone lying on the playground. He decides to take it. So in two ways you need to think. Anita's mother makes a dish for her, but Anita doesn't enjoy it much. Not wishing to hurt her mother's feelings, Anita says that she liked the dish. Depends how you deal it, okay? Now, Deng's friend always lies about where he went during his summer holidays. This time too, Deng decides to lie. If you are the one, what you would have done? If Bilal is the one, what is the answer? I am honest because, fill up the bubbles. Times when I find it difficult to be honest. Which are the situation you find difficult to be honest? Of course, for me, if like somebody is giving me something and I don't like that, but I cannot hurt that person. This is a very difficult situation. Or maybe somewhere wants to go somewhere with me and I don't want to go. Right? So these are the things. Next. See, in this page number 55, there is a puzzle. What in pairs hidden in the word greed? So you cannot work in pair right now. So you have to do it by yourself. 10 words related to positive way and negative way to honesty. Find them out. Here the words are there. List it out here. Clear? Now write a sentence each about any 5 of the words in the grid. Okay, so related. Whatever words you get, 5 words you will get, 10 words you will get. So out of 10, only 5 you need to find out and write down the sentence based on those words. Are there some situations in which you think lying is not wrong? Give example. There are situations where we think that yeah, lying is not wrong. So according to you, what are those situations? Right down. And the last part is you need to give star mark to the sentences if you feel those sentences are appropriate to you. Okay. So here we come to the end of the chapter. Chapter 4 we have completed. And to write the question answers, everything completed, do send it to me. And till now, if anyone is there who has not sent, there are many. So if you have not sent the question and answers to me in our mail ID, do write to me, send it to me so that I can correct it. Today till this much, take care, bye bye.